leads us into some motivation. It's all about perspective. Last week, we went on a journey from the year 1900 all the way through 1985. Today, we stopped in the year 1986 on a flight that no one had any idea of how it would turn out. How many of us have gotten on a plane and just took for granted the safety that came with being on that plane? Those terrorists were dressed up like security guards, okay? And when they tried to they dressed back down in civilian clothes and escaped with some of the survivors, and the survivors were able to point them out to security and police, and then they were detained and arrested. A lot of us go through life not even knowing how lucky we are from the sacrifices that were made prior to us even being born. It's all about love. It's all about perspective. Love is the one thing that crosses barriers. Love overcomes every sort of ism designed to make people feel small. Every sort of ism and every sort of ist word. Let's think about that for a second. Is our world worse than what it was in 1986? If so, why is that? And if we say it's a society problem, then we have to ask ourselves, who makes up the society? Who makes up these choices? Every person that survived that Pan Am flight went on to do something worthwhile because they all of a sudden had a different perspective on life. What's your perspective? What kind of love do you hold in your heart that you put out into the world every single day? Are you living with purpose? What is your perspective? What kind of love do you want to possess and receive in return? What love are you putting out into the universe, so to speak? What type of person do you want to be? What sort of perspective are you benefiting from today because someone made a sacrifice, be it 1999, 2012, 1986? Doesn't matter. What matters is what you do with the opportunities that you are given now that somebody didn't have at a different point in time. Are you being the adult that you needed as a child? And all of those problems that are weighing you down, making your life miserable, are they really as big as we make them out to be? Or are they so much smaller and we're just lacking perspective? We're just lacking love, unconditional love. And that first comes from in here. Love starts here. We're not born hateful. We're not born with isms against other people. We're not. Those are created. Those are created. So what sort of change are you creating? What sort of perspective are you living by? Are you being the adult you needed as a child? And are you honoring sacrifices like Bennett's? Are you living with purpose? It's all about perspective.